Welcome to the Suyan Su Talk Show Cottage Talk with your host Suyan. Reaching beyond the boundaries for social growth. Cottage Talk is an information and educational program that is meant to inspire you. Cottage Talk is taped in the beautiful outdoors of Lake Erie. We're super excited today. We'll be bringing to you our winter edition of Cottage Talk. We'll also be talking to the lovely Sylvia Morrison that has traveled to Ghana for the last 5 years and how she has changed the life of others. And we'll
Classic Ambiance. For your own destination wedding, email classicambiance@classicweddings@yahoo.com. Makeup services on today's show were provided by Smart Choice. Call Smart Choice at 416-788-0823 today. Visit Stava's Menswear today for all your bespoke or off-the-shelf menswear needs. Visit Bramalea City Center at 25 Peel Center Drive or stavasmenswear.com. To advertise with us or to be a part of the show, please visit syscottagetalk.com or call 647-272-9762. Join us for the story of one woman that is changing the world one village at a time. Sylvia Morrison.
So I know you have a name that you're called in Ghana because of the legacy or the trend you set. Can you share with us that name tonight?
So it's not my name. My title is Mama Agbalenyo Bantu, which means Mama Agbalenyo the First. In the Ewe language, it means book is good, or the one who brings us knowledge.
Awesome, wow.
And that was in 2013. I was installed as Queen Mother, and that's why the title.
Wow, put your hands together for her. Queen Mother, put your hands together for her. Come on.
Thank you.
I like to watch a Niger movie. I don't know about you, and I like to see those queens and princesses, and I'll be saying one day I'll go there. And I know I'm traveling with you next year, so I have no choice. Now,
I'm happy to hear that.
Yes, come on. I have to go to Ghana, Niger, God help me, but I'll be traveling. So Sylvia, what prompted you to want to build libraries in Africa?
I was born and raised in Jamaica, in a little village called Samuel Prospect. And in my district, there was a little library. I grew up in a poor family. And I thought, if I'm going to make my way out of poverty and become something better than I was seeing around me, I need to study. And the library was an escape for me. I would follow the librarian, Miss Hilda, I can still remember her name. I would follow Miss Hilda every 2 weeks. As she was going into the library, I would be the first child behind her to pick a book. And through reading, I traveled the world. I would go back to school after summer holidays, you know, our July and August, we're out of school, and I would return in September, and we would always have to write an essay about the vacation that we were on. And I would write stories about snow, about winter, about doing things that I've never seen, but because I was reading that in a book. And so I could take on some of those experiences as my own. And then when I went to Ghana in 2006. I started building libraries in 2013, but I've actually been going to Ghana since 2006. So in 2006, when I went to Ghana for the first time, when Spirit said to me one morning, I woke up and Spirit said, "This is the year to go." And I went. And I went to no one in particular, but the Ghanaian folks took me in. I stayed with 5 families in 1 month. And they treated me like family. But something I missed, I really loved being in Ghana, but something I missed was the image of a child with a book in their hand reading. And I thought, gosh, somebody should do something about this. And there is a quote that says, if you think someone should do something about this, whatever this is, remember, you are somebody. So I am somebody, and I figured I must do something. So I started supporting children in school. I would go down every year, and I would bring more school supplies and pay tuition and stuff. And then after doing that for several years, going back to Ghana every single year and spending a month. I teach here in Toronto, and so in the summer I'm off. And I would spend a month volunteering here and there. And then in 2012, something said, you need to do something more, something that will make a bigger, more lasting impact. And so the idea of libraries came to me, and I heard myself announce in the village, I will be building libraries all over Ghana as of next year. And that shocked me because I was only hearing it for the first time and I had no plans. But in 2013, I had 8 students from George Brown College and 8 community members from the GTA who joined me to travel to Ghana, and we were completing library number 1. To date, we have completed 5 libraries, and library number 6 is being built as I sit here speaking to you.
Come on. That is powerful. Oftentimes, Jerome and I work very well together, and I must say thank you very much to my team, just in case I forget that. And it brings me back to what I want to get to say to you, Miss Morrison. Oftentimes, as a people, we like to find fault. And we like to talk about things, but I believe that why talk when you can do something about it?
Yep. Yes.
If you can do something about something, why get up and talk about it? Why not do something about it? And I must applaud you for that, because I don't only talk the talk, but I walk the walk, and that's me, and that's something we have in common.
Yes.
You take my other question away, which was your teacher here. But since you answered that already, if someone is sitting in the audience tonight and would like to be a part of your journey, how can they support you?
Well, there are several ways. They can donate money. Money makes the work move forward, and I've been doing this on my own. And I must announce that just 2 days ago, I got the letter from Revenue Canada saying we are now a registered charity. That is huge for me, because for years people have been saying to me, can I get a tax receipt? And I say, no, I don't. I am a registered non-profit organization, but we didn't have charitable status. And so sometimes I don't ask people for money because I know they want a tax receipt and I don't want to have that conversation. Yes, so how can they support me? Give us money. Secondly, the books that we put in the libraries are all donated. So I have to say, give thanks to folks who support. I ship over 10,000 books a year, and I don't buy one. And I get books from companies, brand new books, and slightly used books from community members who do book drives. So folks could do a book drive or just donate books. They can also attend the Sankofa Gathering, which is an annual event that I do every year to raise funds. That gathering happens in April each year. This year it will be on the 28th of April, and it is always at the Coptic Center in Mississauga, because I like the way they prepare food for every single person, every kind of eater. Then the other thing that folks can do is join us on a trip to Ghana. I would love to take every single person in this room, because what happens when we when we go, we start preparing in January and we arrive there in May. And my reason for preparing starting in January is so that folks don't just show up in Ghana with the same kind of Western ideas about Africa that really are mad. Right? So you want to show up as proper guests, ready to be respectful and to work with brothers and sisters as they are our equals, because they are. And we learn a lot about ourselves when we are in Ghana. Not about Ghana, about ourselves. We get to unpack and look at who we are and where we've come from, regardless of whether or not you're a person of African descent. Everyone. And so something that I also talk with folks about is the concept of the Sankofa. The returning to your roots, returning to dreams about yourself that you've had for yourself for years and haven't looked at. So we have that teaching at the Sankofa gathering, and it's just powerful. So talk to me if you want to get tickets.